Hey, good day to you and welcome. I'm so excited for us to get started. The spring selling season is upon us, you guys. And actually, March 1st is when we start to see the market pick up. So I don't know where you're located, but here in the Charlotte region, we have had some beautiful weather this February. And so even that beginning to feel a lot like spring weather is starting to make home buyers antsy and wanting to get out there and start their house hunting journey. So right now is the time for us to start preparing your home for the spring selling season. So what we're going to cover in this video are the 7 steps that you can take to boost your profit this spring season if you are selling your home and you're moving to the Charlotte region, and this can help you. Now, these tips are based off of what are currently we're experiencing here in this Charlotte market. But of course, your real estate agent will be able to help you with knowing exactly what to do. And most of these tips will be in line with what I mentioned today. So this will give you a head start if you haven't yet met with a real estate agent to help you with your home sale. And I'm also going to let you know what you can expect to see if you're buying a home in this market, as well as what home sellers are experiencing in this market. So, a lot of information. Grab a pen and paper. It's going to be some good information for you to take and apply today. And also, don't forget to like, subscribe to this video and channel so that way you can be updated every single week once I have a new topic coming out about the Charlotte region and about home selling tips and home buying tips. So let's get started. All right, so what is going on in the Charlotte market currently? So right now, as we're heading into this February season, we are starting to see more homes come on the market. So when January came, a lot of homes left the market because the season slowed down, and home sellers are like, okay, well, let me just take my house off the market and try again in the spring, because that's the time frame when most home buyers are starting to become active in searching for a home. So now we're starting to see the market pick up with inventory, which is great, because if you're making a move to the Charlotte region and you want or need to buy a home, now we're starting to see more houses for you to choose from. Also, the great news if you're moving to the Charlotte season, for the homeowners who did not take their house off the market in January, right about now, those homeowners are a little bit ready to sell, which is a great benefit for you, because that means that that homeowner is more willing to negotiate, whether it's the price, the sales price of their house, or some terms towards seller credit for your home or repairs. So if you're buying a home and you're in this market, now is a prime time for you. Once we move into the peak season of spring and home selling and home buying, we're going to see a plethora of home buyers out in the market. So that means that there's going to be more home buyer competition. And if there's more home buyer competition, that means that we're not going to see like crazy, insane bidding wars like we saw back in 2020 and 2021, 2022. But you will probably see multiple offer situations for houses that are in top areas or at a great affordable price point, and the home is spectacular. So that's what's going on in the market. If you have questions, feel free to reach out and let me know, and I can help get those questions answered for you. So today, the 7 steps for preparing your home for the spring selling season, I am bringing this to you today from my newsletter that goes out to certain neighborhoods that I am very close with here in the Ballantyne region, as well as my past clients. And so if you do want access to this exclusive newsletter, reach out to me, and then I will be sure to make sure that you get a copy, because in this newsletter, I have great tips for homeowners and home sellers that can help you with any area that you're at in your life. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So the 7 steps for preparing your home so that way you can boost your profit and hopefully reduce the time that it takes to sell your home. On average, across the United States, it was about 100 days on average it took for a home to sell. Here in the Charlotte, North Carolina region, we're seeing on average anywhere between around 38 days for a home to sell. The time that it was listed on the market to the time that it took to accept an offer and close was about 38 days, that window. All right, so tip and step number one for you to get started with getting the most for your house is to boost your curb appeal. I cannot tell you how important this number one step is, because what is the first thing that a home buyer does when they drive up to your home? They're driving up to your home and they see your curb appeal. And so from that first impression, that's one of the first impressions that a home buyer sees is when they pull up to your house. And so your curb appeal can start to tap into their emotions on whether they like this home already or whether they do not like this home. Also, your neighbor's curb appeal can affect it too. So, of course, we can't do much about our neighbors, but hopefully, if your home appeal is up to par, then they'll just be focused on your house. But just going back to the very first thing that a home buyer sees, the first impression are the photos online. That's the first impression. And so if they see the photos online and if they're in love with the photos online, then they're going to come to your home. Okay, so for boosting your curb appeal, make sure that you maintain the exterior by trimming the lawn, planting new and fresh flowers, power washing the sides of your house, the surfaces, the concrete. I know some people are anti-power washing, but whatever the term is that you use, give your house a nice wash so that way any kind of mold and mildew and smudge is off the house and it looks nice, fresh, and clean. And then also apply a fresh coat of paint to the front door and a fresh coat of paint to the shutters. This can make your home feel new, because right now, home sellers, you are up against competition of new construction homes. Most home buyers would prefer a new construction home because it's new. No one's lived in the house and they don't have to worry about anything that might be broken or might be a surprise later down the road. And if something does come up, the builder can take care of it within that 1 year window. So right now, if you do own a home and you need to sell it, your competition is the new construction builders. The second competition are the other people who are selling around you. So that's why doing these critical steps can make a difference in the profit that you make from your home and how long it takes for you to sell your home. And so that's step number one, boost your curb appeal. Step number two is to declutter and deep clean your home. Let me take a look at my list. So while you're decluttering and deep cleaning, make sure you're creating a welcoming atmosphere by removing excess furniture, big bulky furniture, exercise equipment that's not being used, and personal items. And so when we say personal items, yes, if your goal is to sell the home, you're going to have to remove these items anyway. I know you have beautiful pictures of your loved ones and family and furry friends on the walls or on night stools and tables, but the best thing to do to get the most out of your home when a home buyer comes to your home is to remove anything that is a picture of your family, a picture of your religious beliefs, and honestly, sometimes even sports and cultural items should be removed as well, because you want your home to appeal to anyone. You don't want to leave one buyer out because they didn't vibe with your vibes of the home, with your decorating style. So make sure you remove all personal items. So that way it's just a neutral home and anyone can come in, and what they see, they just start to fall in love with the home and not with the decorating, or fall out of love with the decorating. All right, so step number three, make sure that you create an inviting atmosphere by maximizing natural light. So this means opening up the curtains, opening up the blinds. And if you need to replace your blinds and get new blinds, then make that easy swap as well. Let's see, using neutral colored window treatments. That's important. And also refresh bold wall colors with lighter shades. So you may have a deep blue wall that's painted deep blue. Make it a nice, fresh, and brighter, lighter shade. You cannot go wrong with white, because right now what home buyers are looking for, they are very picky and particular about their home. The reason why they're picky in particular is because home prices have went up. Um, the interest rates are not what they prefer to pay, but that's just the reality of what it is right now that we're experiencing in the market. And so home buyers are not making that move as fast as they did back in the day, because they're thinking about their budget and they're thinking about what do they need to do to the home as well once they move in, which is why your home compared to new construction is a big competitive factor. So make sure that you create a home that feels light and bright and welcoming and inviting. So number 4, make necessary repairs. So ensure that your plumbing is functional. Make sure you address any visible damages. So for example, if you're removing the pictures from the wall, go ahead and patch up the holes and put the like a fresh coat of paint that's semi-color to what your wall is painted. So that way it just looks like a fresh wall. Let's see what else. Any kind of leaks, your ceiling fans, if they are making noises or wobbling when they are on. Also, the lights. Replace all of the lights in your home. I know a lot of people like a nice and cozy feeling home. So that means that they have the warm and yellow and dim kind of lights to make it nice and cozy. But when a home buyer is looking at a home, they want it to feel bright, big, open, and light. So replacing all of your lights with new lights and with the lights that are the bright lights, so that when they turn on the lights, it feels like a brand new space versus a dim and dark home, because that can turn off a buyer. It can, if you put a house side by side, a house that's dim and dark, because the lights are the warm and cozy lights versus bright lights that are white, it will look like a completely different home. And so the home buyer wants to feel that newness, brightness, wow, when they walk into your home. And dim does not do that. All right, so number 5, so stage your home for success. So this is a critical key to attracting buyers to envisioning themselves living in your home, because hiring a stager for your home, they will be able to put in home furnishings that are appealing to a wide audience. And it will accentuate your home's space to the fullest. So that way people, when they're coming in, home buyers, they're really envisioning themselves in the home. The furniture isn't worn or old or bulky, but it's just right. And it speaks to that home buyer, and it helps them with moving forward with the next steps of making an offer and possibly offering more, because that house just spoke to them so much, because it was a neutral home. It was bright and felt like new, and it was staged properly so they can feel themselves and see themselves living into that home. All of those steps so far can increase the profit, the offer that you receive for your home. All right, so step number 6, pricing your home right. This is very critical in this market because right now, even though inventory is slim, if your home is priced too high, you're going to weed out a plethora of home buyers. But pricing it just right, you're going to draw in more home buyers. And so that will allow you to get the most visibility, the most traffic, and the most offers for your home. And oftentimes, if it's priced just right and you get multiple offers, that will cause you to receive an offer above your list price. That way you're profiting more. All right, so when you're pricing your home, of course, you are collaborating with your real estate agent, and they will do a market analysis to show you what homes are selling for, how long it takes for them to sell, and what kind of condition that home is in. All of those factors will play a role in the price of your home and what it should be listed for and what will draw in the home buyers. All right, so step number 7, marketing your home effectively. Of course, this is what your real estate agent is going to do. If you don't have a real estate agent in your area, connect with me because I do have top real estate agents that I work with across the US, even across the world, because we are a global company. But reach out to me and I can help you with getting in contact with a trusted and dedicated realtor in your area who can deliver the best results that you're looking for. But marketing your home effectively means that your real estate agent will use top of the line listing services such as professional photography. One thing that I love using for my home sellers when I'm working with them and helping them to get the most visibility are the online ads that I run using my company's technology. And so I'm able to boost my houses that I showcase on the market for sale in front of hundreds of thousands of people who are looking around the world, because we have people moving in to Charlotte from countries across the world and states from the other side of the nation. So Charlotte is a hotspot. It's been in the top 10 place for people to move to over the last 2 years. And so I am reaching a mass appeal of audiences by the way that I boost my home advertising. And so that's one resource that I love to use. So make sure that your real estate agent is not just placing your home on the listing service, but they are also using advertising to boost your home's visibility across the state, across the nation, and across the world as well. And let's see. And so also using target marketing that is attracting qualified buyers to your home. All right. So those are the 7 steps for getting the most profit during this spring season. We are anticipating that the market will pick up this spring. We believe that all of 2025 will be a hot market because right now home buyers are kind of like, okay, we're tired of waiting. And home prices are continuing to increase regardless. So contact me if you have any questions about the market, about moving to the Charlotte area, or any recommendations that I can provide. And then also reach out to me if you want my relocating to Charlotte guide, or if you want access to my newsletter, which has market stats and home selling tips and home ownership tips. But thank you so much again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I will see you next week with more information for making your move to the Charlotte region.